Welcome to News Inside. Yesterday we saw a ton of events around the world, and we saw President Trump come in as the 47th president of the United States of America. I don't know if history is going to judge him fairly. We don't know who left before and came back. He's the 45th and the 47th president. Congratulations to Americans and President Trump. Barrister Philip, how you doing?
Doing good.
Honorable Eli, you look good.
Thank you. You have to improve.
Good morning, sir.
You just have to improve. You did the same yesterday. We've long gone past through this.
All right, okay. Yes. I will improve on that. Okay. So yesterday we saw Trump come in, and a lot of executive orders being signed. What do you make of a lot of those orders that are signed?
Yeah, the world is evolving. And Donald Trump has shown what determination, focus, and goal-oriented can give to a man. In 2019 or thereabout, when he was voted out of office, he said, I am coming back to the White House. From that day till he was sworn in yesterday, the man never rested. He worked day and night to ensure that he comes back. In his campaign, he made a lot of promises, and he didn't wait like we have in other climes, like especially the African continent, when they will be in office for 6 months or more to understudy what is going on. He had formed his cabinet, he has formed his policy. As soon as he took the oath of office, he started implementation. One of them he did was the border. He said, the America is meant for America. He said, America is for America, and the border must be closed. And he started with that. He also said that America had gone astray, and he aligned with the Christians of America and told them that, look, the Democrats are symbols of evil, and they are misleading our young people. And he said, we cannot have what we have now and grow. If America is a God-owned country, America should be seen as exhibiting God's commandment, not when in a country where you have, transgender, bisexual, and all of that. The first thing he did in his opening address, in the acceptance, he said, from now on, the policy of America will be, American policy recognize two sex, male and female. And that is the end of whatever you call it. And his campaign, he said, anybody who mislead anybody to say, oh, you are trapped, we are not supposed to be who you are, he said that person will be tried and be punished. I think American has started in a good congratulations to Americans and congratulations to Donald Trump, and especially to the Republicans. He said a lot of things yesterday that, give joy to my heart. He said, look, why are we reserving our oil, our suffering? He said they are going to exploit their oil, and that will bring the economy of the world down, because the price of oil will naturally come down when America started exploiting their oil. And he said our automobile will come back alive. And this so-called electric cars and all that will give way. That why are we reserving the oil? For what?
But his friend and ally, Elon Musk, is one of the proponents of electric cars to save the environment.
Yes.
Can I comment, sir?
Yes.
You've spoken so well, I should have allowed you to talk throughout the program. But there it is. It shows purpose. It shows determination. It shows interest. It shows sincerity on leadership in terms of Trump. Not minding that one of his major financiers and a friend of his will be benefiting from electric cars. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. Now, a leader is supposed to be somebody that will have the interest of the general people at heart, not personal interest. You talked about border, the closure of border, and the checking of security, and some policies. Now, what is the problem? What do we have to kind of compare the steps taken so far with what we have in Africa, Nigeria precisely? Here we have leaders. Only one Nigerian elected leader we've once had, may so rest in perfect peace. And the moment his acceptance speech was just like Trump, he condemned the process that brought him in. And he was ready to relinquish the power he was given if only they would repair our democratic processes for the sake of future late Yar'Adua. He said this the day he was inaugurated as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That shows purpose-driven leadership. Now, the Americans, I hope, will go to enjoy their country better. For a president who said they are going to reduce taxing on their people, I listened to him yesterday, and rather tax other countries they do things with so that they will enrich their people. Do we have those kind of leaders in Africa?
Okay, so let's look at another area. Number one, the land of the free. Free speech. He signed a law, an order yesterday, executive order, that there will be free speech. So America is a land of the free. That's number one. Number two, America is also a land or a country that has its own foreign policies to engage other countries of the world. Don't forget they're a member of NATO. They have bases almost all around the world, mingling in other countries' affairs. And now they are saying American first. How do you marry this act that they have and the president's speech?
Thank you very much. You know, I will put a scenario. If you are traveling by air or you are traveling on the sea, the first instruction they will give to you that then, if there's an emergency, you must save yourself first before you think of other person. Even your own child, you have to be sure that you are safe. You'll be put through all the instructions and the steps you need to take for you to be safe. Okay? Now, if you are traveling on water and there is emergency, you must seek your life jacket and the life plank for you before you think of other persons, because it is even more dangerous in water. Because if you are good at swimming and the next person doesn't know how to swim and you try to save that person, two of you are gone. So now coming back to American issue, America first, that is how it should be. Donald Trump said, what it is for you if you cannot secure and safeguard the life of America. You have to safeguard the American first before you think of other. Yes, they are involved in this foreign policies and all that. But at the point they are not finding that it is not helping them. That does not mean they are not going to implement it. But what the man is saying is that we must secure the home base first before we think of stretching out.
But America is secured to a very large extent.
That is, yes, if you just oppose it with other countries, but they have their own issues, internal issues.
You see, every country always have their own internal issues.
You may surprise that today America is very poor. That's why Donald Trump said America can start buying cars again within my time. Because America is poor at the moment.
Yes.
So you may see it from the outside, but you are not within.
From inside, it's not,
yes,
what it seems
that's
like.
why I said America first. We must take care of our needs before we start thinking of outsiders.
Honorable Eli, I want to go in this direction. American first. Has it been about Nigeria first? Nigerian leaders, do they think of Nigerians? Policy making or policy formulation, policy making, policy implementation, the politicians, the House of Rep, House Senate, do they think about us first? Industrialization, economic policies.
You are going too far. When you give me too many questions and I want to answer, you won't give me that time. Let me explain. No, they don't. But yes, few do. I just mentioned late Yar'Adua here. That the first thing he should have done then would have been to be celebrating becoming president. But he came condemning INEC, the process that brought him on board, and offered to relinquish power if for the interest of the country.
So now we are hold on. Now we are beyond Yar'Adua.
Okay, fine.
Now, what we have now.
It is not the interest of the people. It is not the interest of the country. If it were, a leader should not come out and say, it is my turn, as if it's a birthright. A leader should not come out and say, I must take it by force. Leaders should not come out and say, our party must take the next state, we have conquered this state, we are going to conquer the other state. Not minding if what they have as people that want to vie for those offices are people that will be able to bring development and growth to those states. We only had a little in former President Goodluck Jonathan that says that his ambition does not equal the blood of any Nigerians. But we have leaders today who do not care how many of you and I that die, as long as they'll be in office.
In policy formulation, deliberation, laws being made from the judiciary to the executive to the legislature, does it look as if
it doesn't?
These people are patriotic?
Let's not deceive ourselves. We are not children here. It doesn't. They are not patriotic. They are not interested in. If they are, leaders should be able to listen when people are crying. Like the removal of subsidy. Leaders should listen when people are crying of hunger, crying over security threats and many other things. But our leaders will tell you that they've brought a policy that will yield results in future to come, and they don't care how many people survive till that time. That's the kind of leadership we have in the country today. We do not have that kind of leadership that have the interest of our citizens at heart. I'm sorry, but we have to say this out. We will not have to continue pretending. We don't have such leaders. We don't have the leaders that do not care how much petrol would have been sold, knowing that we have this thing in this country. We do not have leaders that people were dying in the month of December simply because the rice were used to buy for 18,000 naira have gone to 100 and something thousand, and
all
they
right.
do not care. We don't have leaders who are committed.
All right. Your last comments. We've seen how we have evolved. There's something Trump said yesterday. He said there will not be, it's not America of color.
America will be blind to color.
America will be blind to color.
Yeah.
Can we say in Nigeria that we should be blind to
Religion and tribe,
ethnicity,
and political parties, political affiliation.
parties?
Yes.
Can we say that?
You see,
Or should we say that? Can we practice it?
You see,
just in 1 minute.
yeah, you see, the Nigerian democracy is still a very young democracy. As at yesterday, America was 250 years old democracy.
But we are learning from the best.
I'm coming.
But no, I don't want us to always. We've always said that.
How old is South African democracy?
You should have allowed.
No, I will allow you, but I just want to bring you
Yes,
to.
yes,
You
yes.
see, we say that the APC government
yes.
have been saying that the reason they've not been able to do well is because of the PDP government that was.
I have never accepted that.
But the same way we see
excuse.
talk because we are learning from the
Yes,
best.
see. The thing is this: if America were perfect, that language wouldn't have come from the mouth of
Basically.
the president that was inaugurated.
Just
it shows to you that those things still exist in America.
Sure, definitely.
Even though with the length of time they've practiced democracy. Yes, Nigerian government, the Nigerian leaders are not doing well. True that Nigeria is, the economy is so much in the lives of religion and tribes, but we are evolving. The truth is that the Nigerian government had not done very well. Like what Trump said and what the Americans are doing and what Trump is doing. Our government is not doing so. Keeping Nigeria first. No, but it's self.
First.
Our government, our leaders, is their own is
Myself first.
self-preservation.
All right.
But it was supposed to, as a leader, is the preservation of the people, the masses,
That matters.
who gave you the mandate.
That matters.
But that does not to say that, yes, they are not, we are not involved. We are involving. We will
All right.
grow.
Okay. All right. So, our takeaway: we're evolving as a nation. One day, someday, we'll evolve and be like developed countries that we can see all around the world. And this is what we bring you on News Insight. We'll be right back.